Happy time zone, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between. Welcome back to ZeldaSpeedRuns. Great to have you with us this terrific Tuesday. Today we continue our coverage of the Link to the Past randomizer Crosskeys tournament with this brackets round 1 match between Illus and Breve. This is game 1 out of a series of 3. So who's going to take the first matchup in this series? On our way to find out. On tracking duties tonight we have got Daruk and Toffel, and without further ado, I'm going to shut up and leave you in the capable hands of our commentary team today, Jesse and the Titan 84.
Hello everyone, and we're gonna have some very fun cross keys here today. I'm the Titan 84, and I'm joined here by Jesse. How are you doing?
Good. Yeah, this is always fun. You know, this has been a brutal tournament to get to this point alone. If you missed any of the Cross Keys tournament, we had an 8-week Swiss. There were 180 some odd runners. 8 weeks of Swiss, all your 8 no's, all your 7 1s, which does include Illus, and then we're guaranteed making brackets, and then the 6 and 2s got to play a playoff race. So Breve and everybody else at 6 and 2 got to play a play-in, and we had the top 9 finishers from the play-in race got to be into the brackets. So only 16 make it to this stage.
Yeah, and as people can see, the timer is counting down for us to start in about 15 seconds. And yes, this is going to be a long one, so strap in. Cross keys usually takes around 2.5 hours, so these are really good runners. They have to be here, but yeah, cross keys takes its time.
Yeah, expect a good 2.5 hours regularly, as we do start off at different spots.
Ganos Tower, interesting, and the Sank is
That was
in the Dark World today. Okay,
interesting. So we're gonna see at least the check of the pyramid ledge. I don't know how far Breve wants to take this.
You usually just check this and move on. Well, that's a small key. That could be useful.
Please be Hyrule Castle. Oh my god!
Okay,
I completely said that as a joke. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't have powers that I'm using for evil today. I swear.
Okay, so that was the bottom of Speck Rock, I believe, that we found in the Witch's Hut.
So we are getting I want to call this kind of the meta start still of the Houlihan play from Illus. Breve not far behind. We do see that is just a vanilla fairy drop down.
Wait, what? Illus? Oh, okay. Houlihan. Makes sense. That makes sense.
And that was the bottom of Speck Rock.
Yeah.
Just seeing that again.
Yeah. Apologies, I have some feline intervention right here.
So Illus going with the front of Hyrule Castle now. Also going to get some tree pull checks here. Just arrows on I believe that was our tier 1. And we have a vanilla uncle today. I'm surprised Illus isn't going for the kills, but given how far away those green guards walked, you know, if we were even thinking tier 2 or tier 3, it's going to be really hard to grind out those kills.
Yeah, and we did see that they did have large magic there on Reset, and that's a sword. Okay.
Yeah, very nice fortune teller, and there's Hotel Mario as well.
Yeah, Breve having a decent start, but yeah, Illus is gonna be checking these things very soon as well. That's 2 Ganon Tower small keys already. So the moment we go into the moment we find Ganna's tower, we're gonna be able to do some things in there if we can find some other stuff, of course.
Yeah.
That's a potion
Yeah.
shop.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be curious to see if Illus makes the same call over to the eastern area, and it looks like yes, Illus is going to hit up the like Hylia area at least, so get that sword pretty early.
Yeah, that's the one thing you really right early on in Crosskeys. Just having that sword makes everything so much easier.
Yeah, there's your offense immediately to be able to handle a lot of things. So like, you know, hey, I want to go do Hyrule Castle. I don't feel bad about doing all those checks now. I think the only thing I'd worry about with Hyrule Castle now is can I at least find some bombs before I get there now?
Yeah, bombs is the main thing I want to say about one chair. And there's a shop in Eastern, so that's good.
Can I just withdraw whenever I have a concern now? Because clearly it's just reflecting what they should find.
I mean,
really...
bombs you can find pretty much anywhere, so
yeah,
that's okay.
That's a little less powerful.
But it is interesting that it's been 5 minutes and neither runner has gone to CAC yet.
Yeah, there's definitely a feels like a temptation to delay that check or that play as much.
And you get 3 bombs that are wasted in that check there for breve.
I think part of this is also knowing how terrible getting to CAC is. You want to make sure you can maximize that one play in a CAC.
That's fair, that's fair. It is. This is not a fun starting location so far.
I think, if we had... Maybe they're hoping to maybe get boots or a flute before heading there. Very unlikely, but you want that to work out in your favor.
Yeah, you really do. Having some synchronization here. Almost vanilla shield. Illus needs to be careful here with his health.
Yeah, just taking it a little slower there.
Okay, so our 3 pulls today are hearts and arrows so far.
And this is going to be the CAC play?
Yeah, and our runners have now...
Or not.
I mean, it's the only way to get there.
No, Breve's going south.
Oh.
So we do find the Smith location. Illus is going to give us Kakariko, though.
Yeah.
I'm always a little less sure about the play Breve is making, just because, we're isolating a potential glove-locked location or a glove-locked location now. Whether or not we go to Ice Rod Cave or to Desert Area, you're missing some possibilities. Although we do find one of our dark connectors. Is that the back of Old Man?
No. Back of Old Man may... No, he can't go out.
Back of the Mountain Start, I meant. Or was that a different dark one?
You can't go back if you head in. Oh, you mean the back? Oh.
Yes, the back of the Old Man itself, not the rescue.
Yeah, I think it might have been.
Sorry, language is very important in this mode, and it's easy to mess up.
Illus finding a cape and Breve finding Thieves Town with a Meyerbeak. Might need that. Just a shop. But yeah, I mean, when you find Thieves Town, you pick the 4 first chests.
Yes.
It doesn't matter really what mode you're in, you're gonna pick these up. Oh, that's half a heart. And snipe Breve! Oh,
Those Zizaks that walk under bridges are jerks. Just
Yeah,
plain and simple, they're jerks.
yeah.
Nice little bomb refill spot there at the CAC shop location.
Yeah, really nice. And there was really nothing he could do there. He knew that it was under that bridge, and he had no idea where it could be.
Yeah, you really have no idea at that moment. You're just like, please don't touch me. Please don't touch me.
And only for a map, we do find
The bottom of Paradox Cave, and unfortunately no mirror to really go after it yet.
no. Well, he does find they do find a lamp in this town. That's always nice to have.
Yeah, and I wonder if, do we want to chase that now?
Game, why do you give us a shovel after we walk to CAC?
I'm sure we're going to make that same walk at least a half dozen more times this seed. At one point, we're going to hit it, right?
Yeah, unless we have the old man save here. And breve is going back into...
Yeah, so this was the old man start point from the back.
Yeah, and they're gonna check where is my frontier. Because you want this to be in CAC.
Agreed.
Dark or light?
Oh.
Oh.
Honestly,
Well,
that's not a bad start point for the mountain.
that's actually a decent starting point once you get the mirror. We have Ice Palace. But the problem here is that with that lamp... Oh, that's a hammer on Merchant. With that lamp, I believe the Dark World is in logic there. At least walking around in the overworld, right?
Yes. Very much so.
Yeah, that's a problem. Because once you have the Dark World in logic without a moon pearl, that means there can be a lot of connectors that you need to go through to finally get your moon pearl. Now, hopefully at some point Illus goes down to find Thieves Town and get his lamp.
I will say I just noticed that we had Spiral Cave there at the light archery game.
Yeah.
That's not a great feeling. I think that's my least favorite connector in the game.
And we have the Brothers connector up in the north there. Illus? Where are you going, Illus?
We're going back from Mimic Cave.
Ah, Mimic Cave, right.
And breve is playing very risky here, going right after Spiral as well.
Oh, wow. Yeah, not having that hammer for a while might not be good for breve, but they are gonna find it sooner or later. It's not something that you skip.
He keeps getting a very nice piece here.
That's really, really nice.
And that's actually a good connector as well, leading us over to the Dark Shopping Mall.
Yeah. Now, I hope... breve. Okay, they're not gonna go back to CAC. Okay.
Yeah, I like the play. Follow that glove and, see if you can hit a couple of extra things, maybe route in a little nicer.
Okay. Breve is gonna go to Sank. Actual overworld entrance here. We found a well in the forest. Yes, okay. Mail and a bottle. That's safety cave.
Yeah, it's very safe. Our sanctuary dropdown is going to be Ganon.
Okay, so what 2 checks have we left? No, we have 1 check left.
Yep,
Yeah,
there's our
thief.
thief dropdown. So we're gonna find out. Do we actually care what the thief dropdown is?
Yes.
Ooh, wow.
Yes, we do care because bow-locked bows are a thing. And we have a lamp, we have a sword. We don't have the keys yet.
We got 1 key though, although I can't imagine Breve's thinking 3 heart moth, right? No.
I mean, maybe.
I see chat saying no silvers today. I don't know. Like maybe you still find them, but I'm definitely not in a rush for it.
Both our runners saying nope to 3 heart moth.
Well, I mean, Illus still missing that lamp out of thieves, so
Yeah, and also missing a glove. So yeah, I'm a little bit curious why Illus is doing this, because by process of elimination, he should know this is canon.
I think it's very easy to kind of forget it, to be honest. Like, I think there's, you know, you kind of get yourself into this mindset of this is the order I'm going to do the checks. And then at a certain point, you just forget that, oh, I've already seen everything else.
Yeah. Now, I do hope that Illus goes down to Spiral Cave here and doesn't get pulled into something in CAC.
I feel like this is going to be a different connector, because I think if we were going to see the Spiral Cave connector, what I thought we would have seen then was a play of shovel into spiral.
Okay, so it's not a long connector, and it's not useful right now. Yeah, brothers make sense, but it was a short connector. You can walk back.
Yeah, this is going to go into our other connector, which was Hookshot Cave, so...
No boots, so no hovering yet. Be careful with these drops now, Illus. 3 hearts is risky here. Yeah, we saw this. It was nothing. So, yeah, Illus is just gonna go back. Oh, the shovel. The shovel. Oh, Spiral Cave was there. Never mind, I thought it was in library.
Yeah, the only unfortunate part here is skipping out on the shovel.
Yeah, but you're gonna come back to the village more times. This is not the first time you're gonna go through past that shovel spot. And that's a glove.
Well, I don't know when we really come back is the one thing I'm noticing is looking over the current layout of Kakariko, there's no connectors kind of forcing you back to this area. Because, like, the only thing we really have in there is Ice Palace and the Magic Bat. And, like, those are very specialized checks. That or you find Hookshot to put you back to Hookshot Cave. But other than that, there's not a lot of push into that area to check your shovel now.
This is good for Illus, because he's gonna find his thieves down. And with that, his lamp. Now, Breve is doing the village from north to south, so he might go and check that shovel when he's done here. Oh, Illus, half a heart.
It feels like both of our runners just a little unlucky with this dungeon right now.
He has the cape out, so he is ready. At least the beeping is in normal speed.
Who would ever do something so terrible?
So yeah, our runners are checking up on a couple of things that they have already checked. The other one, however, is now making the flippers play here.
Finding out that Lake Hylia Island is nothing today. And I know 300 rupees is nice, but I can't imagine either runner really going out of their way for it.
Nah. I mean, if you get there in half an hour and you still don't have Zora money, maybe. This man gives us a key to the Dark Palace. Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, we're starting to get a couple of those. Not huge information yet, but you always like to have them early. You know, you're looking for 4 or 5, really, realistically.
Yeah.
And Illus is going to continue with these flipper checks. Probably head up to Ice Rod Cave after this and knock out all 3 of those entrances as well.
Yeah, that makes most sense. That's a connector. Meanwhile, Brave is doing his hookshot cave connector check.
And really, this will work out very nicely. Is Breve could just, you know, finish this up and go right over to Dig Spot.
They could.
And it looks like that is what they're doing.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, those Ice Rod Cave area checks, the liftable rock was nothing, just a fairy fountain. There's our
snipe.
Yeah, we got front of Turtle Rock.
Yeah, and the snipe on that crab just running over Illus.
And that is our Death Mountain Descent Cave. And Shovel's nothing.
Okay.
So we're going to get to see this connector. I like the play at this point. You're at the end of a line.
Yeah.
And Dark Death Mountain on the west side.
Yeah, so we have one more check to do up here. Well, one more entrance to check. That's nice to have. Which is nothing. So yeah, you know that part of the mountain is completely dead now. You don't have to check it anymore. And that's Hyrule Castle on Breve's side.
Yeah, the right side of Hyrule Castle, and that's a fully clearable Hyrule Castle right now.
Yeah.
All in logic.
Yeah, 50 rupee cave. Oh, so Illus is gonna go for this connector.
That or Zora area?
I don't like doing the Zora area play without the Zora money, because you're not gonna come back here in quite a while.
Yeah, Illus has pretty much decided that I don't care about Zora at this point.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a gamble.
It is.
And I mean, you really have to make them somewhere, so I understand the temptation.
Well, that's a King of Samaria.
Good gamble.
Still, we don't know what's on Zora. Interesting swim technique there to get past everything as fast as possible.
Yeah, swimming always gives a little bit of a faster movement than walking on the water. You just have to be very smart about your movement style.
Yeah, it was just that he was able to dodge all of the rocks and the shallow water there by just holding right, which was an interesting setup. Get another shield.
Yeah, 2 shields. Woo!
Yay! This feels like Illus is gonna follow Breve here. We don't have anything we can do in the village.
Yeah, the only other option I see is maybe Illus going after the front of TR for that item check, and then checking the old lady connector at Lake Hylia. Like, that's the only other check I could really see having.
Nah, he's heading south there.
Although Illus is about to hit the dam, and we do know that the dam was the back of Old Man start point, so maybe we follow this and do some bunny walking.
Yeah, as I said before, bunny walking in this area is actually in logic, so that's not fun. Because you can die and you know that, okay, there's a couple of things here that's in logic, but it takes a lot of time to walk. Okay, so Chad asking what bunny walking is. This is a bunny sprite. The normal sprite in this game is bunny when you don't have a moon pearl in the dark world. However, because of how this seed has been laid out, what we are doing right now on Illus' side is fully in logic. The game can expect you to walk around the world in this form to find your items. Now, you can't open chests normally, you can't use any items, but the game can still expect you to find another entrance here to get back to the light world where we haven't been yet.
Yeah, so like a good example or a classic example is like, oh, you find one of the Paradox cave entrances.
Yeah.
You know, you find top of Paradox, and then back of or middle Paradox is in the light world. So you could be expected to go in that one Paradox cave entrance in Dark World, exit it in Light World, and go back in to get the Paradox cave entrance or items.
Yeah.
So bunny walking can be a required thing. It's not frequent, like you can get away with it, and that's why Illus didn't follow it for a while. But it's something you always want to be aware of.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Breve, they find that the main entrance of Hyrule Castle was out of hammer pegs. So we're kind of stuck there.
Yeah, and as Dark points out in chat, we only got one pod key in Hyrule Castle, so not a great Hyrule Castle today.
Yeah, and it was right at the back of Escape, so you have to go through the entire dungeon just to get that one pod key.
Yeah, and we're probably going to see Illus have the same kind of situation. Oh, and we're also getting word that TR big key was in Escape, so...
Okay. That's a good key to have.
It doesn't change too much with TR. We still need quite a few small keys to do much based on the fact that we only have the TR main entrance. But it does give some possibilities depending on, you know, if we find one of the middle two entrances, especially.
Yeah. However, with that Cane of Samaria, I believe the first room in TR is in logic.
Yes, the left side bike room chest is in logic now.
We're gonna need a few keys to a fire rod and a few keys to move any further, but so yeah, keeping track of what logic is and what is not in logic can be very useful in this type of seed. Because if you know, okay, I got this out of logic, so that means this other item I'm not supposed to have yet, and so on and so on. It's a debate on how much you have to think about the logic, because sometimes it's more. It requires more thinking than it actually gives back.
Yeah, I always say that the way to kind of think about the logic of this, or one of the traps I might fall into, is kind of, well, it could be something, but I think I'll just assume that, I don't need it, because maybe, oh, this was locked behind 4 pod smalls. The 4th pod small is clearly just somewhere I haven't been yet.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, there's that Turtle Rock big key from earlier.
Oh, hey. Okay. Illus is just setting up his depot.
Yeah, unfortunately, those snakes are going to... the rats are going to be down to, what, a quarter heart of damage now?
Yeah. Red mail, blue mail. Okay, so we are going to get some water checks here, or flipper checks from breve. That name trips me up. Oh, we are going to get to check what this connector is. We haven't seen this yet. Like I said.
And you know what? I like this play. Breve saying, you know what? Thanks for nothing. I'm going to just go back to Hyrule Castle and find out what the left exit is.
Yeah. Because I have a feeling that Illus is going to check the... Oh, he's not checking.
Really? Oh, Illus didn't check this one right here.
Right,
Wants to check this. I can't imagine Illus goes after the Agina cave, though.
Yeah, but the moment he steps into that cave, he realizes, oh, I've seen the other side of this. Oh, Mire area.
I really think we need to find a mirror here. Like, all these Dark World locations that seem very important or nice, we just have nothing to do with them.
Yeah.
And you see we find chess game there at the right mire. Unfortunately, while you can give money to the chess game, you can't open chess, as we found out, so nothing you can do there. And there's Hera, so if we're going to do anything in Hera, we also need a Moon Pearl.
Yeah, because in other dungeons you can death warp as a bunny and you become normal, but Hera is the one dungeon where you absolutely cannot do that.
Yeah, so if you had any hopes of a Pearl-less sea today, it's very, very unlikely given that information.
Yeah. Now, we have exhausted most of our light world connectors and locations, so time for bunny walking.
Apparently, yeah. The only other light world checks we have that are in logic for not bunny stuff, we've got that front of TR, we've got Zora. And Breve is kind of the opinion, no, I want a bunny walk.
Yeah. Now, this is important to know the logic. That where is my logic taking me? Because if I don't have any places left to go in logic in the light world, then yeah, you're gonna start bunny walking because it's the only way you think. Okay, here is 2 checks technically that Breve can do while as a bunny. We call it the bunny drop.
The Super Bunny Cave is thus named because of the Super Bunny state. If you fall through a hole, as you're about to see, what happens is it does give you some properties of Link. In this case, it allows you to open chests.
Yeah,
so,
I believe we're gonna see here. Oh right, you just need to fall down. Never mind. So yeah, as you fall, you can actually push blocks. You can open chests.
The push block is actually regardless of money or not.
Right.
So like that's why one of the important things to keep in mind is Checkerboard Cave could have a pearl in Dark World because technically the bunny can push those blocks. And oh wow, Super Bunny leading to the top of Dark Death Mountain there. We've got the back of Desert there at the top of Super Bunny entrance, and now we're getting these 2 Dark Death Mountain checks. We have Fairy Ascension Cave on the right, and then the bottom Super Bunny Cave is T-Shape House. So we're finding a lot of chest entrances, just nothing we can do with them, and we are going to see Fairy Ascension Cave where it goes. I mean, at this point, I think this has to lead back to Light World. Or you feel it like it's going to lead back to Light World.
Yes, it does.
Just know we're valuable.
The worst exit to get out of.
I mean, at least that chain of connectors didn't lead to Death Mountain, and we find other connectors there.
Yeah.
That connection was in logic, actually.
It was.
Yep.
Now, Illus didn't check this because he didn't have a glove with him when he went past here. I believe this is breve. Yep, going for the Sora area.
And yes, as Tallfile's pointing out, the Harris Small was not in logic in Super Bunny Cave because both sides were in Dark Worlds.
Yeah,
but
however,
doesn't really make a difference right now.
No, because Hera is Moon Pearl locked, so you can't use that key anyway. Okay, we are gonna get to see this first chest of TR. It's a map. Huh. So...
is this a bunny walk seed? Required bunny walking?
It's a required bunny walk or it's Zora. I don't know which is worse for these runners.
Right now it feels like Zora's going to be the worst just because we haven't even found a rupee cave. Like, the rupee grind would just be beyond painful right now.
Yeah, breve is trying to find money here.
I didn't think that's what the plan was. I thought this was just going back for TR main.
He was killing Zoras, so...
Oh, were they?
I assumed that was for money, so... Yeah, breve is gonna go for his cane and the rock here. Unfortunately, just a map. Illus making the choice of following the Super Bunny here.
Yeah, just looking at what we have, I have to believe like we're gonna get a link house start to go to that dam for the play back into Bumper Ledge, because that's really the best play we've got right now. But I guess, that raises the question, Titan, if you get, if you're going through Dark World here, as it looks like Breve's about to do, and you find a connector, are you taking a connector in Dark World specifically now? To see if it throws you on top of the mountain?
Okay, so The one place we still have left, which is a lot of checks and that can actually have our moon flow, is the mountain. And you can only get up there right now with a connector. So yeah, I would be chasing connectors here.
Yeah, I think we have one freestanding item location left that could be the Pearl. I believe Hammer Pegs is still out in the world. Oh, and that's the real danger of Bumper Ledge there, as Breve does take a little bit of damage, or a lot of damage, off of that Murderdactyl.
Yeah.
Oh, did we have pegs already? Yeah, so we've seen both of our freestanding items. So realistically, yeah, we're really looking for a connector here. Oh yeah, we do have Hype Cave, of course, as well. And we have a Bottle for Sick Kids, so we do have a couple of other options for freestandings. My mistake.
Yeah, we have a few, but it is more likely that it is a connector that you need up to the mountain. Yeah, at this point, the runners are just trying to see the logic. Where can I go? Where can I check things?
Yeah, and here, where is Illus going?
Spiral? No.
We can't do anything there because that only brought us to Dark Shopping Mall.
Unless you've done these.
I think Illus is getting to the phase of, what did I miss?
Yeah.
And is not realizing that this is a very much a bunny walk situation. There we go. There's the middle of Paradox Cave at C-Shape House.
Okay, that's where we need to go. But we only have one heart, and we're bunny. This is gonna hurt.
Nice pause buffers. And looks like we're through. We are through. Oof. Does this give us Light World? It is. Yeah, that is Light World.
That's top of the mountain. And we are now using the cape to be very, very, very safe. Yeah, this is a very unfortunate for Illus, because they need to get to the dam and follow that connector. There's 2 hearts here that you can pick up.
Well, and the big thing here is, I know, like, what I'm really looking for here is Breve, you want to hit this bomb jump because that Hera entrance that you found as the top of Paradox Cave also gives you then the mountain start point for later.
Yeah.
So, like, this is valuable beyond just the fact that you're getting 7 items.
Mm-hmm. That's a 3rd key to Ganon's Tower.
And especially because I think Paradox was pretty much junk. That was a pretty rotten Paradox Cave.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not good for Illus. And he is not gonna go back to the dam yet. He might be thinking Sora at this point. Which is bad.
We do see the red mail there on top of Spec Rock. I'm sure neither of our runners are really going to go out of their way for it.
Nope. Yeah, this is what Illus is doing now is I've missed something, I've skipped something, and I don't know where or what. This is good. This is good. Yeah, I think Illus is heading towards the dam now. Yeah. that is never a good feeling to know that you just spent 3 minutes, maybe, and the
Oh,
old man has the moon pearl.
wow. Okay. And
Now the
there's
world.
Death Mountain Descent as well.
Okay, game. So yeah, Illus
There's
was here. He knew about this connector. He was walking around here. But yeah, as a runner, you feel behind at this point because you just spent 3 minutes checking things that you didn't have to check at all.
exactly.
And when you get that feeling in your mind that I'm behind, that's when you start making mistakes. Is when you start mistracking things. And yeah.
So Breve has made all of their checks on West Death Mountain here. Is going to try their darndest to get back to Bumper Cave because that is, yep, very tactical cape usage again.
That cape has come to so much use. Wait, Illus, you didn't go through Seaship House?
No, Illus is gonna go with these out of logic Skull Woods checks.
Huh. Well, he might find a mirror here or something.
And Bumper brings us back down to the lower side of Dark World and our the big bomb shop. And we find a Gina.
That's a sand card.
As we also find powder over on Brief side and a Gina.
Hmm.
Of course, there's our vanilla Skullwood small key.
Okay. Yeah, this is the problem now.
And
you want to
unfortunately, Illus can't go this way. There's bushes guarding the drop down.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to same quit and go back to the dam.
Yeah, I'm surprised by the risky play there to get Skull.
No, I don't think so. Again, Illus is feeling behind. He feels like he has to do risky plays now to get back.
I mean, I understand that. I'm just surprised that's the risky play to call for.
Yeah,
In
yeah,
this situation, like, it's the fact that you have to make this trek to the dam through the old man start just to get back to Bumper Ledge. So the amount of time you're investing each time to get back to Dark World where you know your progression is just a little bit more than I think feels like a good gamble here.
That's pod 4, small key for Bree. So that's going to be an interesting dungeon when we find it. Now, do remember, we have a Aga 1 locked bow.
Yeah, and I like this play from Breve as a result, saying, I don't know where I'm going to get my bow, and I don't know if it's going to be Aga Tower. So let me focus in on the fact that, you know, I've found Eastern. Let's make these checks, as we do get a Master Sword as well.
That is really nice to have.
Eastern Palace has always been kind of the, you know, the argue dungeon of you go in or not, when you find it without big key or bow. And I think this is a smart play in this situation for Breve, just to say, I can't, but I should do this now.
Now Illus is back on track, being able to walk back here as his normal sprite and do these checks. I'm still very, very curious what's on Zora.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we just haven't seen the money for this seed.
Nope.
The seed has just been so stingy about giving any money to even try for it. Like, and that's with our runners doing the Houlihan start.
Yeah. Fortunately, only a Master Sword and a Pod Small Key in Eastern.
I'd almost say the Pod Small and the Master Sword are worth the time investment alone.
It is. It is. Illus doing his mountain checks here and is gonna find the old man at some point and get his bow.
The other thing to remember right now is we do have access to East Death Mountain on the Light World side. That top of Paradox Cave being at Hera with our hammer does mean we can check drop downs and get over to the rest of East Death Mountain. Oh, wow. That's Spike Cave, and Spike Cave's in Logic. While technically we do not have the magic on Breve's side, with the fact that we've got Cape and a bottle, that would be enough to get that check.
I believe so. Oh, Illus is getting his old man is the last check he does. The game has a lot of digs for us today for a mirror.
And, you know, incoherent with the joke of just play digging game until you get a full bar. Maybe at this rate, like, Breve did a lot of extra digs there, and I was thinking maybe it was a possibility.
I mean, that was for money as well.
True.
You just spent, what is it, 80 rupees for the dig
Yes.
game? You want that money back.
I will say that mirror does give us access to the 300 on Desert Ledge or on Lake Hylia Island. So
Do you
What's the
remember
Desert
what I said? Do you remember what I said when we saw that 300?
I do. I didn't
Yeah.
think it was possible.
No, me neither. That's why I said it.
Now the other piece here is Illus did not follow Bumper Cave. Oh, okay. So there's our front of spec. Brief's gonna give a shot at this. Oh, we had a green pot. Okay.
Yeah,
This is gonna be close.
This is gonna be really close because the cave drains magic really, really fast.
Whew,
Yes.
so close. Just barely enough. Very nicely done by Breve.
But only for a couple of arrows. And that's a hook shot. For Illus.
Yeah, really nice find there in Chicken Hut.
Yeah. Okay, Thief. Be gone. Oh, we're gonna get top of Hyrule Castle checks here with that mirror. Big key to Skull Woods in the big chest of Turtle Rock.
Yeah, while we don't have any small keys to make our way to Laser Bridge, this check here in Crystal Roller Room, as well as our check on Chain Chomps, will be in logic.
Now, Illus is making his way south through the Village of Outcasts, which means he's going to get to his mirror soon-ish. Yeah, sorry, Bree, but you need a key to get through that door.
Yeah, you almost assume you're always going to have one by that point.
Yeah. Now, we did find Meyer. We have a big key.
And we have a hook shot.
Yeah.
And we have a lamp.
That,
Illus was thinking about it and like, I'm really not a fan of this play.
No. Pokey is getting away, but we did kill all these anti-fairies.
And there's our mushroom, and we do know where the potion shop is. It is very far out of logic, as that the lava island is locked behind 4 small keys. But, I mean, I'd still be very tempted.
I mean, you have the powder.
Yeah.
You might as well turn it in when you can. You're not really gonna save that mushroom for anything. And our third sword.
And once again, just Breve going smart cape use the whole time.
Oh.
House of Darkness is at Aga Tower today.
Just curious where our 2 Aga Tower smokies are. Because those 2 are now locking a bow, which we might need.
Heads up play here from Illus, remembering, hey, there's my other hookshot entrance.
Yep.
Let's knock out the rest of Hookshot Cave. Or really all of Hookshot Cave. And that will be our 5th known Podsmall, as well as Bombos Medallion. So there's a way into Ice Palace now.
Okay, I'm gonna say it. Fire Rod and Ice Palace, when has that ever happened before?
Fire does just never locks fire. I don't know what you're talking about. That phrase has no meaning to me. So Breve, though, into the back of Palace of Darkness. I have to assume we're going to see... yeah, we're seeing the extra rupee pickups here. Really wanting to get over that 500 finally. There's our first Turtle Rock Small.
Now, here is one thing to remember. If you stand behind one of these lanterns in Spike Cave, you don't take any damage.
Yeah, they don't have spikes behind them, so you're safe there, which is always a
Yeah.
nice piece.
Yeah, which when you're doing a potion swap there for a cape, it's good to know, because if you are on half a heart and need to do that, then the only way to do that is behind one of those torches.
So Illus is going to check out what was at the dam. And it's a big key. Wow. Very nice. And it is to GT. Oh, wow. Okay. That's, that's a lot of Ganon's Tower opened up.
Yeah.
But we did just get another TR small there in the Dark Maze of Pod. It's very interesting. The mushroom's actually behind 6 pod smalls as well as 4 TR smalls.
Yeah, so it's very unlikely that there's anything useful on the mushroom, considering how much it's locked.
Yeah, GT Climb could be far off. I will say I'm looking more so at left side.
Yeah, GT Climb also is logically locked behind a bow.
Yeah, but that left side is huge at this point. And Illus is going to also make the play into Eastern. I think this is just based on that knowledge of saying, I know where my bow is, and I just don't want to deal with it.
And that was a save scum for a key for Breve.
Yeah, Breve had already done all the other pieces of it, so had done a death warp, so only lost just that check of the vanilla big key chest.
Yeah, which was just bombs. So,
and since it's so quick for Breve to get back to the top of Hyrule Castle where Pod was, we can easily get that last check on the right side entrance.
Yeah.
And that's Hype Cave.
Peter Meyer, and that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, Burna's okay, but at this point, having done Spike Cave, it's not a great bonus. I will say Burna feels always a little less valuable in this mode, especially in comparison to Cave.
Now, okay, so Turtle Rock is a crystal. Good to know.
And Breve's going to take those 2 TR smalls to get to Laser Bridge. So 4 items and an exit. I like the call.
Yep.
I will say Breve should probably make sure to do the item checks before going out the safety door.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to get locked out. But I mean, I would be shocked if Breve did that. Oh, unfortunately getting caught by the lasers there. Unfortunately, while you're falling into a hole, you can get 1.0 as it's referred to, with the eyes continuing to shoot at you.
Yeah, while our runners are doing some checks here, please go follow them. Their links are in the chat. They are putting on an absolutely fantastic show for us here today.
Yes, we are into round 1 of the brackets for the 2022 Links to the Past Randomizer Crosskeys tourney. This is game 1 between Illus and Breve. And here we go with Laser Bridge.
Oh, boots.
Nice, and those are in logic.
Yeah.
To anybody unaware of the greatness of Crosskeys logic, it's on a slightly older version of the Link to the Past Randomizer logic, so it's locked behind Mirror Shield, Burna, or Cape. We have Burna and Cape, so we're fine there. And would you look at that, Laser Bridge is just at the Link House Bonkrock.
Yeah, which we got the boots for. Oh, that's a Castle Tower key for Illus.
We do get the check of the light side of the bumper ledge, and it is nothing this time.
Yeah. Now, Illus is heading back up the mountain with that mirror.
Lots of checks up here. So really quite a good play. And I think Breve didn't want to fall down there.
Well, he was gonna save it with anyway, so it didn't matter.
I don't think so. I think Breve actually wanted to continue checking Dark World, but accidentally fell down the hole at Spec Rock.
Illus, are you okay? Well, that's Desert West. Right, he knows that these are empty. He wants to check, but I would expect people to check the top mirror locations first. Okay, I'm not sure about the logic here about doing this bottom.
Illus check what was on Floating Island?
No, he didn't even mirror over there.
Yeah, that's the bigger surprise, I feel like.
Yeah. I mean, you have one light bulb check up there as well that he didn't do. So yeah, that felt odd.
Big key to Ice Palace. Ooh. With Bombos and Samaria, that might actually be, you know, good time to go do that dungeon.
Yeah. Yeah, because you have one check left. Oh, right, you have hookshot to get back. I mean, technically, Illus can go back up the mountain with the hookshot and the mirror. Eastern Palace and Skullwood. So our bow is hard required this seed. There is no other way to defeat Eastern Palace.
And if for some reason the big bomb is required, we will need a flute for that.
Yep.
And while Breve is doing these checks towards Catfish, we are going to get that mushroom turn in.
Yeah, might as well. You're here.
Yep.
But no catfish.
At least not until we get the rest of Dark Shopping Mall here, it looks like. Breve setting up to get advantage of the iframes of the Whirlpool, because these bomber birds are always terrible.
Yep.
And yep, Illus is going for Ice Palace, so there is going to be our first dungeon coming up now.
Dark Shopping Mall has GT. With a hammer but no hook shot.
Realistically, it's not terrible. I will say that Boots is almost... Oh my gosh, and there's our Titan's Mitts as well. But I will say...
Those are entirely in logic.
Yes. I will say the fact that you don't have hookshot isn't terrible for left side. Boots is pretty much just as good.
The big issue here is just Breve want to go that far out of logic for things without his hookshot.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Like, I don't know if Breve really wants to make that play. Although the hookshot's just been so available for so long at this point.
That's the main advantage that Illus has right now. Illus was quite a bit behind. Still is a little bit behind, but that hookshot really has paid off for him. And we need a lot of magic here.
And to tell you how much Breve cares about logic right now, we're going to see right side GT without a fire rod.
Yeah, setting up these units first, so that he can actually do the bomb jump here with a lamp. Yeah, waiting for... Oh. Need to wait for that grabber to fall down, and then you can bomb over.
Nicely done. Now it's the mad dash to light the torches and get through the door.
Yeah. And this is... You can't wait much here.
Yeah, luckily the boots gives us a little bit of extra time.
Yeah.
It's possible without boots, it's just even tighter, and you really can't get that pause that you saw from Breve.
Nope. Container, hard, desert.
And we haven't seen any of our desert entrances yet.
Yes, we have. Illus has seen Desert West.
Oh, have we seen Desert West? You're right. Good call.
But yeah, it looks like Breve is gonna go left here without a hookshot. Now, we know that this is technically in logic for him, because we have that hookshot.
Yeah, the one thing I will point out, Tallfile pointing out in chat, is Breve lacking the GT big key right now. So a little bit of an advantage for Illus, depending on if there is something there. Or even, like, if the climb's required.
Illus is looking for magic.
Do we not have enough for...
No.
We didn't even have enough for a Samaria block?
Nope.
Ouch.
And it doesn't matter without a Samaria block. If you don't have enough magic for bombos, you can...
Well, there's going to be 2 magic pots before the drop down gets cold.
That's enough if you're empty. Not for
so,
bombos.
Like, yeah, so that would have been enough if we could have gotten into the room before cold. I love it. The fake real powder.
Yeah.
And the conditions for this mushroom, by the way, being pointed out by Tallfile as well, the mushroom requirement also just became 4 GT smalls.
Yeah.
4, it's behind 6 pod smalls, 4 TR smalls, and 4 GT smalls. If there is something on the mushroom, I will be shocked.
So far, Myths is very useful here in TR. Desert Small as well. Do we have anything else? Smoky Ice Palace, not really necessary for us.
Definitely a little bit of a nice item to have. does make ice a little bit easier to route.
Sure.
And like, I'm sure if we had offered that small key to Illus, Illus would gladly have taken it for safety room.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
that would've-
like that's a very important piece that breve will have. The magic management here has been kind of difficult. You know, they both were able to get Spike Cave. It's just kind of cost them time in other regards.
Yeah, and that is Quake, which is required both for Mystery Mire entrance and GTA and Turtle Rock entrance. Breve does not know about the Turtle Rock requirement. Now we are doing bowless ice armors here, so this is the best way to actually kill them. This is the fastest way to get damage on them. Sword beams.
Yeah,
It looks silly, but yeah, this is the safest way to do damage to these things without a bow.
yeah. I mean, the tempered sword is pretty good as well. Master sword's really the one you don't want to be using in this fight. So the fact that breve was on tempered was pretty good. And yeah, we have a bow in Misery Mire, so...
Oh. And a flute.
Oh, wow. So, yeah,
Okay.
Power is out. For at least for the bow side of things. As we do find our last pod small there, as well as our desert big.
Okay. Illus is kicking himself for not going here sooner. He was here, I want to say 15-20 minutes ago.
The first time Illus was here, we did not have Hook. Oh wait, we did have Hook, didn't we? Yes.
We had Hookshot. We had Hookshot. We had Big Key. That's why we said he could go in and check the big chest.
I think the bigger concern here is just how much longer this puts Illus away from those boots.
That is fair. That is fair. We can't. We literally can't enter Turtle Rock from the back, so we have to go in through that big chest room.
Yeah, and as Toffal points out, like that would have been a fighter sword Vitreous potentially, so probably a little happier having the Master Sword now with Kate.
Yeah. Okay, we are gonna be seeing Sora. Breve has the mirror out. I assume that this is... Oh no. Breve.
Yeah. Maybe this is like, check the Ice Palace entrance, go back for Zora. Maybe?
They checked this before. Oh, right. Ice Palace. Okay, never mind. I'm wrong.
Oh, wow, there's Aga Tower. And unfortunately, Breve only doesn't have a small key.
That's the big key to Eastern Palace. So we have the Defeat Eastern Palace kit here in Mire.
And there's a Mire small key.
I'm not sure. Has Breve found... no. Breve has not found Mr. Mire entrance yet.
No, Breve has really skipped all of VOO. As soon as Breve found Paradox, they checked all the connections on that one and have not gone back.
Yeah.
But I will say the fact that Breve got the Titan's Mitts means I gotta believe we're going there soon or doing a mountain start. Like, there's just so many convenient ways to get back to VOO now.
Yeah. But we are gonna get a Sora check, so what did the game hide behind 500 rupees today? Explosions. Yeah, the longer Illus goes without the boots, the more of a little extra boost does Breve have, being able to sprint around the world.
And realistically, like, Breve's gonna find Mire here and just go for it.
Yeah, and
like,
he's gonna get
no
his,
reason not
so
to now.
they're gonna get their hook shot here as well. So
Yeah, like Breve already at 2 Mire Smalls is gonna see Mire and just go, nope, we're clearing this dungeon. I've got Tempered Sword, I've got a cape, I've got Samaria, I've got a lamp, I've got everything. This is an easy fight.
Yep. Now, we are going to need a fire rod and an ice rod. Trinex is required. However, what else do we need to find that we know of?
Can't say for sure, but I mean, clearly we need some keys.
We're gonna need
Question
a couple of
which
things. We also need knowledge of where our crystals are, really.
Nice use of cape magic glitches here. As long as you keep on slashing your sword, the game cannot drain magic and let you slash your sword, so it kind of gets a little confused.
Yep. Game is very well programmed.
And hey, there's the red ring.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna activate the flute. That's good. Just really curious when Illus is gonna save and quit to Sank and go up for his pod. Because he has a fully clearable pod. Yeah, it might be a pendant, but there's a lot of checks in pod.
Yeah, and at this point, like, I will say from Illus's perspective, though, I feel like Eastern's going to look like the better play.
Yeah, that is unfortunate because Boots could really save time in Eastern. Which is a little bit of a joke in the original game, because the one dungeon where you actually can use Boots really, really well is the one dungeon you don't have them in.
Yeah, I will say the other thing that we're kind of like, you know, at this point, Illus is in the lead just from a dungeon clear perspective. But it is going to have to, like, there is going to be some time give back here that really is unfortunate. Illus, you know, having to go back into Ice Palace potentially.
Yeah, we don't know if Ice Palace is crystal yet. So, from our perspective, it's more of a chance that Ice Palace is pendant and crystal. There's 3 pendants and 2 crystals unaccounted for. So I think at this point, Illus is banking on that Ice is just a pendant, and they're not gonna bother finishing it. Illus knows that this dungeon is that Igor really messing up. But yeah, Illus did get his big key to Swamp, which is a fetch quest, but...
Yeah, glorified fetch quest there.
Yeah, but it's always nice to have before you go.
Agreed.
No items here.
Yeah, nothing immediate for us.
No. And Breve is clearing out the village of Outcast now. Do we see a pivot into Mire? No. We are gonna see.
I don't think Breve got the
Like,
Oh. Jeremiah's getting
Yeah.
a tour.
Yeah.
Not just a little bit of one. We're getting Jeremiah in a dungeon.
Yeah, and this is unfortunate because, well, not too unfortunate because when you raise the crystal, Jeremiah runs back to his starting point. And yes, it is raising of a crystal that makes your follower disappear, not a pendant. But he is going to run back, and luckily for Breve, they are not going to have to walk very far to go and get Jeremiah back. It's about the closest entrance you can have to get Jeremiah back. Now, this was a small key in Spec Rock. Ice Palace. Yeah, that's Salt in the Wounds. Chat is talking about followers and weird things happening. Oh, look, it's a Hajarat's classic.
We find out, oh, yeah, green pendant at Ice Palace, so...
Not gonna go back for that, then.
Probably, and we got the map to Ice Palace as well.
So yeah, there is a wonderful little glitch that I've only seen once. If you have the purple chest with you, and you step into the glade where the pedestal is, the purple chest disappears from your back, but it appears out just below the pedestal. For some reason. I don't know why. It just happens. Yeah, I am getting more and more worried that Illus is not gonna go into Turtle Rock soon. I think it's because he doesn't have any small keys.
Yeah, so we're really looking for you need to make that pod play.
Yeah.
But honestly, at this point, like from Illus's perspective, I can flute somewhere, I can beat a dungeon, like I'm in Hera right now, I can beat the boss here and get a crystal.
Yeah. There's really not that much. The seed is not telling Illus to go to TR. There's no key. There's only a big key. No small keys. Meanwhile, Breve is breezing through Mr. Meyer with Jeremiah in tow.
And here we go with Harapot. Which version of the Harapot are we going to see today? We're going to see, looks like we're getting one of the earliest versions, probably. Because this is not Phillypot, and it's not the newest one. Have you seen the newest version, by the way?
No, I've not kept up with that one.
There is a new version of Harapot that is very much free. Where you place the bomb and pretty much back into the explosion. Yes, Chospley calling it the booty blast. That is a definite way of referring to it. And what was that? Was that our ice rod? Yes.
Yeah,
Nice.
that was ice rod.
Yeah, and Breve had a really nice Vidi fight there. And gets to find out, you lost your companion.
Yeah, and that was Thieves Town and Swamp Pendant. So we now have, at least from our perspective, the knowledge of where our crystals and pendants are. Breve doesn't know that Ice Palace is the last green pendant. All right, we haven't seen this one yet from us. Oh. We need Molten Cave. This is a couple of checks.
Yeah, that's a nice set of checks.
Thanks, game. Okay, that's great. That is a small key to Turtle Rock, a big key to Hera. Okay, game.
But I feel like Illus is like, it was just there. I don't know if I want to do this again.
No, you don't want to go back for that now. You don't. Smith, have a key for us today to scope. No thank you. Oh, wow. Illus is gonna go back in for this?
I mean, Illus did make the full clear of this dungeon the first time, so... You know, did the dungeon and the cutscene, so probably thinking I really kind of need to make sure to clear it out.
I just hope that TR small key is gonna push him towards TR now.
I don't know. I wonder if the ice rod also might say, you can get other stuff right now. You'll have fire rod soon enough.
Probably not. I mean, it could also mean that wait to do TR until you have fire rod, because then you can actually finish the dungeon.
And I think the other part for Illus here is like the lack of mitts kind of saying, maybe I should do this now. And there's our Thieves Big. Wow.
Oh no. Yeah, that's a pendant. Okay, Illus saving and quitting to somewhere else. Okay, this is good. Save and quit to Sank. Go up the pyramid and mirror, please. Looks like it. Okay, so Illus is gonna find Pod, and they're gonna see, oh, I have 5 small keys, I have a big key, I have a bow. Let's full clear.
Yeah, nice single dip of this dungeon.
Oh, right. This was also the spot where we had the Turtle Rock entrance here. So yeah, with that one small key, you need that one small key to go all the way to Laser Bridge, right?
Yeah, we need that key right now. And I think one of the, if you're worried about small keys, what you might say is, I'm going to save that small key and hope I find Laser Bridge or something else. Like, we just haven't found the small keys yet.
No. Meanwhile, Breve is picking up their second crystal in Easter. Have we seen what the mushroom was?
No, I don't think Breve's actually gone back to the potion shop yet.
I assume that it is because, he knows how locked that mushroom actually is.
And what the interesting thing to point out here is Breve has been, was behind about 2 dungeons a little bit ago and is very quickly caught back up. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's not that much about dungeons here. It's more about how effectively do you do all your checks.
Yeah, and if you look, it's, the fact that Breve has the mitts combined with the flute, combined with the boots, like these are all little pieces together that are just giving an advantage that is only going to compound. And like now Breve can check the mire entrance as well, which was something Illus couldn't do.
Yeah. Oh, it was nothing, so. Now, Illus doesn't have to save so many keys here, because they're just gonna skip a hammer jump.
The boots were on Laser Bridge, so technically locked behind 3 TR smalls. But Illus definitely can get there, and we'll have the keys to do it more. Hopefully after clearing out Pod.
Yeah, I mean, he knows he can full clear this now, so he's gonna full clear it. He's gonna see that, okay, I have another pot, I have another TR small. Maybe I can go to Laser. I can go to Laser Bridge after this, because it's right next door. We didn't see these 2 Bullock checks, did we? Breve.
You're right. I don't think we did.
Oh, look, there's some money. Yeah, I know where the money was hiding. Illus is going straight to the boss, and then we're gonna do the rest of the dungeon. Oh no!
Oh no, that's unfortunate.
And not even a Moldorm hit; it was a Moldorm bounce that bounced him all the way down. Them down. Oh jeez.
Question in chat: are we just missing a fire rod at this point between the 2 runners? Yes. Or you'd be very out of logic, but yeah, if we can just find a fire rod, that's all the items we don't know about as viewers.
Yeah. And now Breve is in full dungeon knowledge mode. Now 38 minutes into the seed, we are starting to see dungeon clears now.
Where was that pod big key?
Where was the pod big key?
So I'm realizing Breve's kind of... Oh, Ice Palace. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds about right. No, you are right, Tofile. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, half magic. You don't say no to that when it drops from a boss.
Yep, definitely not.
Yeah, now I'm just gonna clear up the rest of this dungeon. And yeah, if you can full clear the dungeon with 5 small keys and big key, this is the fastest way to do it, as Illus is. Breve getting there, Hera big key and sighing.
Going back into Dark World, so this could be back into Hera.
No, wrong way. Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Checkerboard Cave, okay.
Breve is getting a lot of ice power small keys here, so it's a sign that maybe he should be going over this. And I believe they know where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely coming to the we're getting to the point that it feels like, you know, okay, I've got to hit Ice Palace. It's a pendant, but it's 9 items and the timing's feeling right. Like, I don't have better dungeons to clear right now.
Yeah. Or we're gonna just sprint past that and do purple chest.
Okay.
So mirror out. Let's see, Illus. Okay, gonna check the right door first.
That was Hype Cave coming.
Let's hope he goes back and not saves and quits out of here.
Now, Breve could go anywhere with that flute. We're back to Kakariko. Is this ice? No.
Up the mountain?
Yeah, I guess East Death Mountain is the play.
Yes, Illus is gonna go back into Turtle Rock. This is most likely the laser bridge play. He has 3 small keys now.
Yeah, we got confirmation from chat, Dark, saying Podbig was Ice Spike Chest, so
Yeah.
Breve does need to go back to Ice Palace at some point.
Sometimes that pendant knowledge can be a detriment. Because if you don't know that Ice Palace is a pendant of crystal, then you're more likely to actually dip it.
Gotta say, all those dead rocks really not playing nice. Oh, I see why Breve's doing this, actually. I just realized, Back of Desert's up here as well.
Oh, right. And finally, I think about an hour later, Illus is gonna get his boots.
Oh, Blind's Hut there at Turtle Rock.
Wow, okay.
That's massive. Like, this is an advantage just by the fact that Breve has the mitts right now. If Fire Rot's here, this could really be that huge, but nothing so far.
Last one. Nope, nothing.
Okay, so this could be a mitsless seed, really.
Yeah, it really could. Yeah, now our runners are really running out of places to go.
Although we do have a full clearable front of desert now for breve.
Yep.
And Illus is giving us the DDM bridge checks.
How about me?
This race really is coming down to who finds Fire Rod first at this rate.
Yeah. Brave needs it, I think, more to push him towards Ice Palace, as well as Phoenix. Because right now, it really doesn't look like he is gonna go for Ice Palace at all.
Yeah, I think in terms of the big keys they're each missing, it's kind of hit or miss on each side. I am not really going to say it's big for one or the other too far, but that Fire Rod really could decide this.
Yeah.
As a result.
Oh wow. Illus is gonna go for Mockpillar, which this is a crystal, but they were both here 15 minutes into the seed, which did they have a small key back then? I don't think they did.
They did, and it was only 3 hearts though.
Yeah, 3 hearts.
So
three hearts
neither one of them was thinking about this fight.
No, but it was 3 hearts hammer. Now, I believe the Fire Rod cannot be on Mockpillar.
Correct. These bomb jumps are not in logic. I love this bomb jump because it really is convenient for beating Skull, but yeah, definitely not logical. Meanwhile, breve going through the Lamolus fight, unfortunately, just not getting great Ice Rod shots here. So yeah, you can see a bit of frustration there for sure. Like, breve's been playing really well on this seed, and then just that fight got a little away.
You know where the Fire Rod could be, right? Green Pendant.
If that's an Ice Palace, that really does not bode well for Illus at this point.
Nope.
Like, I don't know what sends Illus ever back to Ice Palace now.
Desperation.
Probably. Like, for as bad as that sounds, you're right.
Oh look, Desert Mid. Desert Main.
What happened to Illus in Ice Palace is he got to the room before Cold Stare and didn't have the magic to place a Samaria block to get to the room before Cold Stare, and thus couldn't even get the magic to get anything, so was just stuck and had to bail.
And yeah, I think that due to process of elimination, Illus now knows.
Okay, there's the kind of the big hint for breve. If breve had been waiting forever to go to ice, the fact that there's your ice big out of the mire shed, like, that could be their indication to go.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the funny thing. Watch the Fire Rod was on that mushroom that we turned in forever ago. That one that's locked by everything.
Oh, sick kid.
Yeah, we did see this from Breve, I believe.
Okay. Okay. Oh, Illus is going to see his GT now.
Yeah, and we'll get to find out if maybe GT Big Key was huge, as we'll get to see the big chest for the first time.
Yeah. Yeah, that is not fire rod locked. Same time that Breve picks up his GTB. Unfortunately, the mushroom was just a compass.
I mean, are we that shocked?
No. So, from Illus's point of view, what is he looking for at the same time as Breve is going into their ice palace?
So Illus needs the Desert Big and Fire Rod, whereas Breve needs Fire Rod and Pod Big.
So, where was...
I think they're both about to get the other.
Okay. They are
So
both
really
gonna
this
be...
could come down to what did the other one skip?
Yeah.
So like,
Well,
if it's in GT, Illus has the advantage. If it's in Ice, Breve has the advantage.
yeah, but it has to be up the climb in GT then, because Breve cleared the rest.
Well, that or the big chest. Breve did not get GT Big Chest, did not have the GT Big Key that first trip.
Right. Now, wasn't the Desert Big in right side fire rod locked?
Chat was saying Ice Armos,
Right. It was ice arms.
so would be in logic.
Yeah, that's in logic.
The Desert Small is right side. Okay.
Yeah, so technically, Illus can skip some desert because he knows he's only looking for the fire rod. So it can't be Desert Small locked. Okay, GT Big Chest, what do you have for us? The
Okay,
most
so-
useless map.
I don't know. I'll give it a tie with GT map.
Okay, that's a tie. That was not an item that Illus wanted to see. Now, Illus is gonna do these ice almost a lot faster than Brave, so... There is also Illus' last small.
Yeah, and there's that Desert Big. And okay, so Illus is going to give us at least a little bit of right side. I have to believe at this point, like, Illus knows I'm just missing Fire Rod, so no reason to go all the way to right side.
Nope, absolutely no reason.
But here comes the moment of truth on Breve's side. Are we going to see, what are we going to get off of Cold Stare or the Green? Yeah, and that's the thing, is that the myths at this moment opens up a lot for Illus.
Yeah.
There were just so many little random checks that now are available that Breve was able to route in cleanly.
Yeah.
By doing those checks at that moment.
So the puffs have what for us today? Piece of heart and a green pendant. Immediate mirror out and leave. Okay. Illus thinks, okay, I got enough items in there. I am in fire rod mode now. There's really not much we haven't checked yet, so... Okay, Illus is going to turn in the mushroom as well. So yeah, this is really a race with that fire rod now.
Yeah,
Both
it looks
of our
like,
rods.
yep, Breve is going to go right after Pod. I like the play at this point. You know what you... It's a dungeon you can beat. And really, there's no convenient way to get back to Pod besides the start at Sank.
Yeah, and it's a dungeon you have to beat, so might as well.
We did check Zora. I believe it was just 3 bombs, so it is not Zora.
No.
If I remember correctly, Breve did make this check.
They did. So this is a bit surprising. Breve is completely skipping a right side pod.
Probably, I think this is really just a saying, you know, I'm 1 from go. If I can get it off a Helma, I don't have to do right side. If it's not here, I go back in and do right.
Fair. Yeah, we are quickly running out of locations where that fire rod could be. Which is worryingly because there's a green pendant turning we haven't done yet. What is this small key?
Oh,
no.
Wow. I mean, at this point, you're looking at a couple of dungeons. You're looking at like GT Climb versus Back at Thieves Town. I will say Back at Thieves Town looks a little better now.
Yeah. Back at Thieves Town looks fantastic right now. It's 5 checks, right? No, 1, 2...
4 more checks.
Yeah, that's 4 more checks.
And really at this point, you know, I hate to say it, but that is the pedestal also in Logic.
No, we haven't found Swamp House.
Oh, true. I mean, we should have access to it, but are we running out?
We have no idea where Swamp House is. We haven't found it.
At this rate, what are we down to? Like Pyramid and GT? So it couldn't even be part of the equation? Crud.
Pyramid is back of Escape.
I mean the Pyramid Ferry.
Oh, right. That could be it.
Oh, there is one other entrance we hadn't checked. The Dark Link Bonk Rocks. Thank you, Tawfile. That was the one I had missed.
Yeah. That one to do.
Oh, and Pod Entrance. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
The one you never see.
We have a couple of entrances we haven't checked yet. But right now, the runners really want to focus on the dungeons. because you have to clear this anyway. You might as well. It's the more denser checks. Yeah,
Honestly, I have to say I like the fact that, like, I think Illus making the play to beat Skull could have been a moment to just say, what do I have left? Or like, let me think for a second. Whereas I think for Breve, this is a question of Skull Woods is right next to Ganon. So let me do Skull in go mode.
Fair.
So yeah, while we're currently tied at 5 crystals, Illus is about to take a lead again on the crystal department, but it really is just who finds Fire Rod first right now.
I think I can go out. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say if it's in Thieves Town, Illus is probably gonna go there first. If it's on Green Pendant, then Illus is never gonna get it.
And here we go. This is going to be the Green Pendant check. I will say, for Breve, this could be a very good play to get back into Thieves Town, or get back into Hera for that Thieves Town big key.
Yeah. Green Pendant is a potion. So, Ice Powers is dead for Illus. He's not gonna go back there, and he doesn't need to. Breve is gonna go back up the mountain.
The library key, I'm going to assume.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it could still be paired chat, but we're gonna have to find Swamp first. Until then, it really can't be. Also, we need to find a Swamp Small for that too.
True.
So, I mean, it could be first chest, but probably not. Illus is just, yes, 5 quick checks. Where's my Fire Rod? And it's not there. Oh, we forgot about Pyro, the Aga Climb. We have one key here.
Yeah, Breve had found this earlier without a key and says, I've got that one small. Let's hit this real quick. Let's knock it out. It's a quick check.
Yeah,
I like the call here.
Mm-hmm. Nope. Okay, where to Illus? Where to Breve? There's his pod entrance. Or did we? I thought we checked that one.
It's possible Illus had skipped it earlier.
Yeah, very possible. Oh, we're not doing pod entrance. Okay.
Mushroom check. Okay.
Right. Yeah. That makes sense. Oh, we're getting bonk rocks, Darkling South bonk rocks. Yes, it is.
Oh, yes, the one desert entrance we didn't check, like the exit of.
Yep. And this is Thieves Town for Illus. If the Fire Rod is in here, this is the winning play. Because Breve is not going to go to Thieves Town without the small key. No way.
Well, Breve has the small key, but needs to go back to Hera for that big key out of the big chest.
Right.
And it looks like we're going to get the opposing play from Breve of GT. So this is whoever's making the right call here clearly has the advantage. I think.
Now,
like
it could still be Pyramid Fairy and Swamp. Earth Chest.
It can't.
Is
Pyramid Fairy is locked behind Skull Woods, which is locked behind Fire Rod.
Right. I mean, we still have a couple of entrances that we haven't checked for Swamp. Like Pod.
Yeah, we could still find Swamp. It's just, it's not going to be there. Oh, there it is. Never mind.
Go mode.
And there you go. Just over 2 hours and 4 minutes. Illus finds the Fire Rod in the attic of Thieves Town. That is go mode and just has to go beat Trinex. We know that Laser Bridge is at the Link House Bonkrox and then can go immediately from there to the Sanctuary dropdown for Ganon. So not long to go for Illus to take down the pig.
Yeah, that turns out the biggest play of this seed was going back up Hera and finding that Thieves Town big key. That was the play that decided this seed, really.
Yeah, I think one of the other things that, you know, you can kind of also point to is Illus getting to single dip pod.
Yeah.
Like, there was a lot of similar plays, and the advantage Breve had with those boots was really nice. But a couple of little things, Illus kind of being able to... Illus had the flute a lot sooner instead, which kind of helped balance some of the boot time.
Illus had hookshot for a long while, so that helps negate the speed advantage by hookshotting all over the world.
And yeah, as said in chat, like there's just times where this is Crosskeys in a nutshell, is you get down to one item and you just don't find it before your opponent.
Yeah.
Like, we could definitely say Breve has made all the right plays throughout this seed, really, for the most part. Yeah. And it's just, that's the one that didn't work.
Yeah. I mean, you have to skip checks. Like, Illus skipped Ice Palace boss because, yeah, no magic. And then if it's there, you lose. That's just what happens. And if you skip a big chest, then immediately getting the big key and choosing, nah, I'm just not gonna do that. Then, yeah, if your progression is there, then you're unfortunately not gonna win. But you have to make those cuts to be able to make up the time to actually win from time to time. And sometimes it doesn't pay out.
Yeah, and Crosskeys is just that volatile of a mode, really.
Mm-hmm.
Is the best way to think about it. Oh my gosh, we've got a front-facing Ganon here. Nice one cycle phase 1, but we get front-facing Ganon for phase 2. Fights all the muscle memory and still gets a one cycle phase 2. Really nicely done there. We saw those arrows near a thief. We just weren't going to get them.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. I don't think we even have the keys for them, so...
We found one Heka Tower small key.
Yeah. We're never going to get that bow, ever. You're 2 hours, 8 minutes into this scene. You're nervous as Illus at this point, because...
Yeah, the time lost early from Illus looking for Pearl, you know, definitely has to feel a little on edge here at the end.
And we have the stream back for Breve, which has climbed to GT.
But there we go. Illus taking down Ganon, just needs to cross the bridge, but should be taking game 1 of this 3-game set.
Yep, it's not over for Breve yet. They still have 2 more games that they can win and still advance.
And there we go. Crossing the bridge. Illus takes this one first place with a race time of 2:08:50. GG to Illus.
Get your GTs in chat. We are going to get Illus here into the commentary booth just momentarily. And there are Swamp Small invalidation chits. And welcome, Illus. GG.
GG.
So, that was a rude scene.
Yeah, that hunt for the Moonpearl was a little bit iffy. I thought that I might need to collect some Zora money, and I thought that I had one of the dudes found that gave you money under pots, so I figured I'd try to find him again, but in the end I didn't find him, and then I decided to bunny walk and sequence break, hoping for money for Zora, and the end Zora wasn't it though. It was funky.
Okay, so that was just we weren't sure if you were just rechecking entrances. It was more you thought you had found a rupee entrance. Okay.
Yep, and I usually don't mark them, so I tried to find it, but in the end I didn't. I'm not sure if I even found one in retrospect, but
I think
yeah,
the only
that
one we
was
saw
that.
was Arrow Game in Dark World.
Yeah, but I knew about that one, but obviously
Yeah.
you couldn't do that with the bunny, so yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the one difference between the two of you is that Breve skipped Terra Big Chest for these
I
numbers.
figured that was it. I figured that was it really. When I found that Herabic, I was like, ugh, why? Just after finishing it, then I figured since I'm there, might as well go back for it, and in the end it paid off.
Yeah, so Breve had boots quite a lot earlier than you did. He did, well, they did. These Turtle Rock a bit faster. They walked up the pyramid very early.
Yeah, I just felt like I had so much stuff to do, and I put that one off for quite some time. So it was unfortunate.
Yeah, you had the hookshot for quite a while though, so that did help you.
That was in Chicken Hut, which was somewhere in the East Dark World or something.
It was Fortune Teller Sut, I think.
Oh, Fortune. Yeah, might be.
Dark World Fortune Teller.
No.
Yeah. Oh my god, book on pad. Okay.
Unfortunately, we haven't seen Swamp Palace. We think this might be locked behind 7 crystals at this rate. So
I can see that, but I didn't check every entrance, so
we really have seen all the entrances, and Pyramid Ferry is fire rod locked. So
yeah, so I think we were down to GT and Pyramid Ferry as the only 2 places. So probably.
now did we find all those Scoutwood's keys for that to be in logic? I only found 2.
Breve also has 2, so possibly, I'm not sure. Hard to say. But does appear that after clearing out the Hera basement, Breve has decided to call it on this one. Understandable at this point. So get your GGs in chat also for Breve.
Yeah, rando's kind of rando, and sometimes it works out, sometimes you skip that one check. Oh yeah, Illus, what did you feel about Ice Palace for the boss?
I so much regretted getting hit by that anti-fairy on the way. Like it took me some time to figure out that I might not have the magic to place the cane block, and yeah, that was unfortunate. I usually buy potions, so that never happens to me. But well, it's gotta happen sometimes when you're less careful than usual.
We are gonna get Breve into the interview room here. They are just about around the corner. But yeah, did you feel behind towards the end, or did you feel ahead?
I didn't feel too great because of my waste of time, helpless search for the money cave that I did not find, and other than that, I didn't feel too bad. I knew that maybe I would, like, if I was behind, I would have to be bailed out by that Thief's Stone Bicky. So I decided after finding Blind Set to immediately go to Thief's Stone. I also had the small key, so I figured that maybe the fire rod might be there.
And it paid off. Very shortly, we're gonna get Breve in here. What else? Oh yeah, when you cleared GT, were you ever tempted to race up, or just clear the bottom?
I just wanted to clear the bottom. I knew I still had, like, especially after I found like Desert Big, I knew I had a bunch of stuff that I could do, and I figured I would just go to the required dungeons and come back if necessary. It is not in it was not in the best spot, so climbing was a little more attractive. But I told myself that I'd just do the dungeons, like Thieves Town, and Desert, obviously, because I didn't tip Desert as of that point. So yeah, I decided to opt for those instead. Or maybe for Swamp Palace if I'd find it, and if I'd find the small key, but that one didn't turn up at all.
Yeah, and we have Breve here in the commentary booth. GG's.
Sorry, I was muted. Good game.
GG.
Wait, was the fire rod in Thieves' big chest or just in the back?
Attic.
Just in the back, in the attic, yeah.
Oh, I'm not. I forgot to mirror. To go into Desert before going into the Hera, and then the big key was there, and I just committed way too hard to not going back in.
I checked everything, and then I figured it might get hard to come back to the Desert entrance, and I told myself, yeah, sure, there's not gonna be anything in there. So I did Hera first, and then I did what ended up being maybe Modon Cave, and then I found the Thieves Town Big, and I was like, fine, I'll go back.
Yeah, because I was thinking, like, if it was in the big chest, I might not have gone and got the small key before going there, so I might have been screwed either way, but yeah, I don't know. I was like planning my way around Mire, like I'll go around the back on my way to Checkable Cave and mirror and check Desert, but then I'd already opened it, so I couldn't. So I like went back and got the Hera big key immediately after doing Hera.
Yeah, that sucked.
But yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah. Now, Breve, you were decently ahead this seed because you found your boots very early. You found your moon pearl, okay-ish. But then you started checking everything, and you just coalesced in the end towards that fire rod. And yeah, unfortunately, Rando's gonna rando.
Yeah, that's a shame. I was feeling like okay, but then yeah, I guess after getting mitts and having everything, I couldn't decide what to do, and then yeah.
Yeah. I felt throughout the seed that I could have done better, and I guess in the end I was a little bit luckier.
Nah, I made a mistake, so that's how it goes.
Yeah. Jesse, do you have any questions?
I think you've covered kind of the big stuff. I mean, I guess the one question, do we have a game 2 scheduled or
I think
not yet?
Saturday, but we haven't set a time.
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't scheduled, but we said like Thursday and Saturday, and I guess we can decide on the time after this.
Yeah, I'll probably pretty much can do any time, but like maybe afternoon, early afternoon. Anyway, yeah, we can chat after.
Yeah, not to put any pressure on it, but I know that's always the big question when we enter these series.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I was like looking forward to this, even though I knew it'd be really hard. It seems like it was probably kind of interesting to watch. I thought it was like pretty fun seed. I didn't want to do a lot of bunny walking, and then as I had to, and I like dodged my way through Paradox Cave on half a heart to get out and get Paul. So so yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really want to bunny walk either, and I figured I might try to collect Zora money, but I didn't find the money guy, and then I was lost for a bit. So there was that.
Like that was exactly my dilemma. Like in the half hour to like 45-minute mark, it's like, do I try and find money or do I do bunny walking? Because I'd like gone through the old man. I've like went into Thieves. It was probably one of the first things I did. Like I went south and found Thieves and found the lamp. Went through the old man cave, so I knew there was that connector there the whole time. But it was like I don't want to walk through there. I'll like get to the mountain at some point, and then that'll just be a good save and quit one. But that wasn't what the seed had in mind, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you have any final words for the seed or for the viewers before we end this stream?
Thanks for watching. Thanks for the restream.
Yeah, definitely. Always a pleasure. And well, I'm like it's kind of late in here, so time to go to bed soon, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you to our trackers, Toffee and Daruk. Thank you to Jesse for coming with me. It was a pleasure.
It was definitely a fun time to work with you as well, Titan.
And also thank you to Psychonaut for restreaming this, and thank you to the entire admin team behind all of this. They are doing so much work in the background that is not visible enough, in my opinion. And that's gonna be it for us. Thank you all, and our restreamer will see us out.
Alrighty, well, GG's to both Illus and to breve, there we go, sorry for that excellent match there. Make sure you give both of them a follow. All their links are in the chat at the moment. Thank you to both Jesse and to Titan for the wonderful commentary, and to Daruk and Toffel for the tracking. Please make sure you give them a follow as well. That's going to do it today for us here on ZSR, but we got a block scheduled for you tomorrow. coming up here on CSR. At about 3 o'clock Eastern, we have another Link to the Past randomizer Crosskeys tournament matchup between Gamatchu and winner Jay Bradley. At about 7 o'clock Eastern, we have a Wind Waker randomizer winners bracket quarterfinals game 3 between Tuba Man and Gold Quiver. And then for all the night owls out there, we have a match at 11 o'clock Eastern in the Zelda 2 randomizer standard tournament between JJ Smith 77 and Sarnex 42. All the information is available on the schedule if you're interested. And hey, if you're new around here, maybe drop us a follow. It helps you keep up to date for when we go live and really helps us out. For the moment though, we are going to send you over to Angelic Jade 14, who's currently doing some Link to the Past randomizer goodness. So be sure to go and show them some love. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Psychonaut, and have a fantastic rest of your time zone. Bye bye now.